We're here at John O'Quinn Field. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honoring the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Houston Cougars. Restate the David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Miami's head coach told me before the game he understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Guys?
All right, Holly. The Hurricanes ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Houston's offense will go to work first. And we get a look at Mekhi Hughes. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. They'll go to the counter. There he goes. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And tell you what, watching Houston a year ago, man, they really did a great job on defense. And then when the run game was going and Connor Wigman throwing in the running game, they really could take off and play.
He's got it. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Cougars come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Hits inside, it's Hughes. Surged ahead for a couple there, it'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd and long here. The play fake. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Broussard. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a frustrating end to a promising drive. I mean, you get the first drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can't do. You make that mistake, put the ball on the deck, defense recovers, and gets the momentum in this football game.
So Miami's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
He's got it, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. For anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent. They think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Wigman. Right side, it's Hughes. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Quick give, it's Hughes. Nice move there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Out wide right, it's Walker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Drops back on 1st down. Turns up, it's Young. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Throwing, Mensah. Looking to the big tight end. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continued to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Mensah. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Walker. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right in midfield.
And how about Willie Fritz and the job he's done bringing in elite talent, man? You see these receivers that can make plays with Thomas and Walker. You also see him bringing in young guys, one of the most highly rated quarterbacks in all of college football a year ago. Houston's got some juice. 8.
He'll take a deep shot here. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Third and long coming up. The ride. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. Houston will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Stopped right there.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Got his man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fires to the tight end. Gives him the big stiff arm. Oh, he's got some space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unloads to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Dangerous throw on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. From the gun, it's Hughes. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Drops back. It's Wegman. Rushes on. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Play action on first down. Looking for the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. To the air, it's Wigman. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to take it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. It's complete to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Sees an alley. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Mensah to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. And the Hurricanes are threatening in the red zone. Making the adjustment on the play. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got the back over the middle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the move, it's Hughes. Runs through the tackle. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 8 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's LSU on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Miami's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He now has 56 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. They'll run him again. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more?
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Throwing, Mensah. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback changing the play. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Canes! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 78 yards down the field, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Houston will be forced to punt. Looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Mensah. Still looking to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Still running at the 35. Wide open space. Touchdown Hurricanes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Drake. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Houston offense comes onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Sets his feet. It's Wegman. Under pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Hughes. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. After losing yardage on those last 2 runs, you know they've got to throw it here on 3rd and 15. Look out! Trying to get away. Turning it on. The 50. The 40. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll ride him again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. The run inside. It's Hughes. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
I'm trying to power it in. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. It's as if there's a force field that's been keeping them out of the end zone and off the scoreboard. They'll try to change it on 3rd and goal. Brought down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. On the ground. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're backed up 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. That pass is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Hits the hole. It's Fletcher. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Canes will call on their punt team. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. And he's brought down after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but, man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays, now set up with a whole playbooks available. I can do whatever I want. I can be aggressive. I love when offenses stay in that 3rd down and short range.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
He's not going to make it on 4th and 2. He's going to lose a yard. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. If the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Unloads it left. Got his man. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Follows his blocks. It's Sanford. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to sit. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Man, it's just been that kind of day. This is one of those games you just want to forget. They've been dominated in every phase. They're getting blown out. Now you give up a safety in the 4th quarter. There are a lot of coachable moments and a lot of teachable things this coaching staff's going to have to dig into here this week of practice.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Trying to move them on the counter. Got the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Looking left. Tight end getting vertical. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that